My enemies are many. My equals are none. In the shade of olive trees, they said Italy could never be conquered. In the land of pharaohs and kings, they said Egypt could never be humbled. In the realm of forest and snow, they said Russia could never be tamed. Now they say nothing. They fear me, like a force of nature, a dealer in thunder and death. I say, I am Napoleon. I am Emperor. Burn it!
Sega. Welcome to the Siege of Toulon. Here, you will learn the basics of commanding an army on the battlefield. Let's start by selecting your cannons. Left-click on the cannons with your mouse. Now, move your cursor over an enemy unit. And right-click Now, move your cursor over an enemy unit. And right-click your mouse to order your cannons to attack.
Tiens-vous à couvert, imbécile!
Whilst you are shelling the enemy, practice raising and lowering the camera by firing your cannons at them.
Ils sont maintenant à portée de nos fusils, monsieur. Feu!
Some men live and die in the shade of their olive trees. A lifetime of peace and simplicity. This book is the record of a man who wanted more. A man who wanted everything. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte. Soldier, general, emperor. Yet, all things have a beginning. There was a time when Napoleon was just a boy. A boy from Corsica. Ambition. Instilled in the mind of a child, it becomes a powerful force. From an early age, Napoleon was taught that ambition can make a man great. His father had done everything in his power to secure a place for his young son in a school on the mainland, far from Corsica and the confines of island life. Welcome to Corsica. Your ambition. Let's start by getting comfortable with the camera controls. To move the camera around the map, simply press and hold the middle mouse button while moving the mouse in any direction. You can also zoom in and out of the campaign map by rolling the middle mouse button back and forth. Let's select your general, Napoleon Bonaparte.
Monsieur?
Napoleon has a set number of movement points that can be used in each turn of the game. The distance he can move is shown by the large colored area around him on the map. Each time Napoleon moves, this area becomes smaller until his movement points for the turn are exhausted. Also, within the character's movement area is a slightly smaller area in a different color. This is the zone of control. An enemy army or navy that enters the zone during the turn can be attacked. Try moving Napoleon to the port of Bastia on the northeast coast of Corsica. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the map on the intended destination with your mouse.
Monsieur! En avant! Citoyens, marchez!
Towns, ports and cities form the backbone of your nation. Double left-click on one of them to open its information panel. This will show exactly what it does. The panel contains information about your towns and ports, including their effects and background detail. Clicking on the tick icon will close this panel. Once you have finished everything you want to do during this turn, as Napoleon prepared to leave his island home, he must have been nervous. He was a boy leaving his family behind for a life in a strange new place. If only he had known that he was starting out on a path that would change the face of Europe forever. A ship has arrived to take Napoleon to the French mainland. Select Napoleon and then right-click on the...
Quelle direction, capitaine? Oui, capitaine. Hissez, les gars! Hissez haut! Des ordres?
Having
En
boarded the
avant!
ship,
Marchez!
you now need to select a destination.
C'est la terre.
Select the ship and right-click near
Je
the
peux pas
southern
le faire.
coast of France to allow Napoleon to reach the French mainland.
Ordre du navire! Prêt pour l'action!
Do not forget to click the edit. Now, with the ship selected, right-click on the land to order Napoleon.
Ordre bien reçu.
Construction du campement!
Quelle direction, capitaine?
Monsieur! Impossible, monsieur!
With his father, Napoleon traveled to mainland France to begin his schooling. From the moment he saw his new home, Napoleon fell in love. The beautiful countryside and cities must have been impressive to a boy from a small island. Perhaps he dared to dream that one day he would own all that beauty. With the camera now on Switzerland, quickly move back to Napoleon using the radar map at the bottom left of the screen. Simply left-click on the area of the map within the radar panel that you wish to view. The camera will then move there. Try using this method to change the view to Napoleon.
Oui?
Then select him and
Monsieur?
make your way to the Swiss
En
border.
avant! Marchez!
With the
D'autres
camera
ordres?
now on Switzerland, quick, you are about to enter another faction's territory. The diplomacy panel allows you to seek alliances, form trade agreements. Switzerland, the British are currently at war with France and do not look like they wish the Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. The diplomacy panel, Switzerland is currently allied with France, and you have military access to their land. As it is a rich and wealthy the British are currently at war with France, and select the Request Trade Agreement option from the left-hand side of the screen. Submit your offer by left-clicking on the Send Proposal button at the bottom. With a trade agreement, France receives additional wealth each turn for as long as the agreement is in effect. Your wealth can be viewed at the bottom of the screen. A victim of bullying, Napoleon held his head high. Other children may have drawn in upon themselves. He had the fierce pride of his father, and when asked to kneel before a schoolmaster, he calmly replied that a man bows only before God. This maxim would follow him into his adult years. Make your way to Reims.
Monsieur? Marchez!
As you have chosen to move Napoleon to a destination outside of his movement area, press the space bar to speed up movement and land and sea. Both students.
Tenez-vous prêts! À gauche, marchez! Halte! Préparez-vous, marchez! En avant, marchez!
To construct a college, select the town of Brienne. Each building takes a certain number of turns to construct. Traveling between regions can be made faster by improving the roads. The construction of the college is now finished. The Research and Technology panel shows military, administrative, Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Gentlemen such as this can be used in a variety. Let's use this gentleman to help with research at the nearby college. To do this, your gentleman is now inside the college. And you will notice on the tech tree that let's use this. Your gentleman is now. Each time a technology is successfully researched, you will be presented with this message panel. Napoleon went to study at the École Militaire, a renowned military school that prepared him for his glittering career. He studied the lives of great military leaders, paying particular attention to Alexander's campaigns. He dreamed of emulating his heroes, something that few can turn into reality. But this was not the case for Napoleon. Make your way to Paris with Napoleon. Napoleon is garrisoned within Reims. To exit, simply right-click on an area of land away from the city.
Marchez!
To build a cannon foundry, select Paris and then... Do not forget to click the End Turn button once you have finished everything you need to do this. During this campaign, Napoleon has gained various personality traits. Traits can be both positive and negative, and they are acquired as your generals do things and go places. To view your general's traits, right-click on his portrait card in the Army tab of the Review panel. You will find the Building Browser button useful now that you have a large number of buildings in your expanding empire. The Building Browser shows the types and locations of your buildings. You will find the Building Browser shows the type. This panel shows you the chain of upgrades available. To recruit a unit, select Paris and then the Recruitment tab on the Review panel. Now select the Cannon unit to view information about a specific unit. Either mouse. This panel gives you important information about the unit, including size, cost, experience, special abilities, and a detailed description. Do not forget to click Make your way to Dijon with Napoleon.
Pour la couronne et le pays! Monsieur? Pas possible, monsieur. Pas possible, monsieur. D'autres ordres? Prêt! Marchez! En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays! Oui, monsieur. Immédiatement. En position. En avant! Marchez! En position! Monsieur? À gauche! Marchez! Marchez! Prêt! En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays! En avant! Marchez!
To start building the musket manufactory, remember to select Dijon and then do not forget workers are on strike in Paris. Ignore them for the time being. The people to increase your nation's wealth upgrade your towns and farms throughout France. Paris is now rioting. Pressing the home key will focus the camera on your capital. Now, click on the Government button at the bottom of the screen to deal with the Government panel contains information about the current status of the nation. To set the tax levels for the upper and lower classes of France, simply slide the Rule button. You will now notice that the map of Europe will start to change in color depending on the taxes rate you have set for your country. By increasing taxes, you are more likely to upset people. Another way to improve the happiness of a city's people is garrisoning units within a rioting city will also help stop the unrest. Recruit a unit of dragoons to help, as they have a greater policing. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. With the riots over, it is a good idea to repair buildings that were damaged by rioters. Click on any of your towns. After the loss of his father, Napoleon was left without a guide. He found a new mentor in Baron Dutheil, the man who was to nurture his talent for artillery and set the young Napoleon on the path to greatness. Select the port of Now select the trading port icon on the review panel. With the dockyard completed, we can defend our seas against the Sardinians and other aggressors. To start recruiting your fleet, do not forget to click the End Turn button once you finish. Sea trade is vital. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. In his first action, Napoleon proved that he was a more than capable soldier. He was able to look battle in the face, unblinking and undaunted. He took this bravery and returned to Corsica, the island home that he had left so long ago. To blockade a port, simply select one of your ships and then right-click on the port you want to blockade. With the trade route under our control, the Sardinians will struggle to make money from it. Do not forget to click the End Turn button. Select the Diplomatic Relations button, and then select Sardinia from the list of nations on the Diplomacy panel. You have successfully made peace with Sardinia. The waters along our southern coast will be safe again. Toulon, 1793. Napoleon was given his chance and control of the artillery after the previous commander was injured. Napoleon's attention to detail and confidence made quite an impression on his superiors, and they sang his praises to Paris. His reputation was being made. This is our nation's secret weapon. Spies and other agents can be found easily using the List button at the bottom of the screen. The panel will show to infiltrate a city. Select your spy and then right-click on the city in question. Select the infiltrate. Once the spy enters the city, you will see him in the Agent tab of the review. In light of the information from your spy, it would be wise to increase your army in size and strength. Make sure you have recruited cannons and line infantry from Paris before you attack the city. To attack the city of Toulon, select your army or armies and then right-click on the city.
En avant! Marchez! En avant!
Installation
pour
du
la
campement.
couronne et le pays!
Monsieur,
Troupes! En avant!
d'autres ordres?
Préparez-vous pour la bataille!
The
Comme rat
pre-battle
en
panel
cage!
has vital information. At the bottom of the panel, you will notice various attacking options. These buttons allow you to either continue or break a siege on your enemy's stronghold,
Force et
attack the
honneur!
enemy by playing or by auto-resolving the battle, or finally, you have
Donnez le
successfully
rappel pour la
captured
bataille!
Toulon and driven the British from France. Hailed as a hero, Napoleon had his first taste of fame and loved it. With the power of the military, he could achieve anything. That much was abundantly clear to the young and ambitious officer. All he needed was one chance to build his power base and seize control of the nation he had so admired. He would not have long to wait. As the British warships fled the harbor, so did Napoleon's last doubts in his abilities. He had stepped from the shadows to take command and led his soldiers to victory. At 24, Napoleon was a brigadier general of artillery. Now he wanted an army. The years of waiting were almost over. Some men live a simple life.
It is a crucial time in the war between France and the coalition. With the majority of French forces engaging Austria in the Rhineland, you've been placed in command of the destitute Armée d'Italie near the French-Italian border. Faced with impending invasion from Austrian forces stationed in Italy, it is vital that you address your army's dire situation and secure a foothold in the region before setting your sights on Austria itself. Capture Klagenfurt, and your forces will have a clear path to Vienna. The stronghold of Mantua may prove to be a challenging obstacle, although its seizure is vital if you hope to weaken the Austrian position in Italy. You will also face resistance from Austria's coalition ally, the Kingdom of Piedmont, Sardinia. Subjugating this nation, along with any other Italian states that stand in your way, will ensure you sufficient resources to crush the Austrians and overthrow the coalition once and for all. This panel enables you to view the state of diplomatic relations between nations. Select a nation by clicking on their flag. Their allies, enemies, protectorates, and trading partners are displayed at the bottom of the panel. Use the arrow buttons to toggle the map between display of the selected nation's opinion of their rivals and what those nations think of them. To enter into diplomacy, select a nation from the table on the left and press the Open Negotiations button. Their attitude towards you is displayed next to them. Right-click to move your army to any part of the highlighted area. Attack by right-clicking on a rival's army or city. Merge with a friendly army by moving to the same spot. Board a fleet at a coast by moving onto it.
Monsieur, aux ordres. Aux armes! Nous sommes venus. Nous avons vu. Nous avons
Your region
vaincu.
capital is the central city for control of a region. Notice that there are slightly different buildings available for construction in the region capital than in towns, reflecting its position as all armies and fleets have a zone of control, represented by the circle displayed around. This tab shows all units available for recruitment in the selected town.
Prêt.
The Government Details panel gathers together essential statistics and information. The National Summary tab is used to display important information about the state of your nation in one place for ease of reference.
Troupes. En
There are
avant.
two ways to move an army. Upgrading the road system within a region will increase its trade capability. Better quality roads also allow armies to march further within a turn. A drop-in battle is a new feature allowing you to find a human opponent to take the place of the AI nation in a battle in your campaign, or fight a battle in a... Units can now be recruited directly by a general in the field. Select the Recruitment tab, then left-click. This tab shows all existing buildings in the selected town or city. Mouse over them. In order to gain control of a garrisoned and fortified city, it's often necessary to... Winning a battle isn't just about greater numbers. The balance of units and the commander's ability are essential. Look at the strength ratio and reinforcement information before committing yourself, but beware. If you are attacked, it may not be possible to avoid combat. The buttons at the bottom of this panel represent your battle. When enlisting a new general or admiral, you'll be offered a choice of candidates, giving you the option to choose the commander who is best suited to your situation. They will be priced according to their capabilities and limited by the size of your empire. This piece cannot move any further now. It will be available again next time. In Napoleon Total War, a turn is a 2-week period in order to simulate the intense fighting of the various campaigns.
Village
A
assiégé.
very large army or navy spread over 2 or more unit stacks may not be able to fight as a single force. A nation can field a match. Periodically, your government will issue missions for you to undertake. Although optional, it can be useful to do them in order to learn various aspects of gameplay. Your first mission has arrived. To begin, simply click on the relevant message box on the left. Troops can be stationed inside a city to provide defense in the event of an attack. Whilst there, they also act as a deterrent for any rebellious tendencies among the population. It is planning your an ungarrisoned city automatically generates armed citizenry, a sort of watch to keep order, although not as effective. every army, fleet, or agent can reveal...
À vos ordres. Oui, monsieur. D'autres ordres? Écartez-les! Prêt à recevoir vos ordres? À gauche, marchez! Recherche de ravitaillement!
It's possible to cycle back through the advice that's
Immédiatement!
already been displayed by use of the back button on the advisor HUD. The order in which reinforcements take to the battlefield can be determined by left-clicking and dragging, the unit on the far left being the first to take the field. Your
Victoire!
army has suffered casualties and will require fresh recruits to replenish troop numbers.
Monsieur!
If an army contains a general and is in a friendly region,
Impossible,
unit
monsieur.
replenishment...
Generals deploy their forces
According to... État-major des généraux! État-major des généraux!
Dragons attendent les ordres, monsieur.
Lancez des ordres! Batterie au rapport! Monsieur! Lancez des ordres! Lancez des ordres!
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Lancez des ordres! Ordre de groupe! Ordre de groupe! de groupe. Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe. État-major des généraux, monsieur. État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
The presence of your general in proximity to his men has a morale-boosting influence on them.
Artillerie, au rapport. Garde. Ordre de groupe. Batterie, au rapport. Monsieur. Lancez des ordres. Ordre de groupe.
When targeting men with artillery, pick out the enemy's best units. They die just as easily
Les
as the
fils de la
rebels.
Révolution sont impatients de se...
Lancez des ordres. Artillerie. Ordre de groupe.
Maintaining a unit's courage and regimental discipline in the heat of battle is dependent on their morale, a measure of pride and self-belief in their abilities. This is boosted by training, experience, and the run button on the left of the battle control panel is used to toggle the selected units between running or... If your line infantry are about to be charged by cavalry, make sure they are stationary, and preferably in a square. That way they can brace themselves against the impact and will take fewer losses.
État-major des généraux.
Our men are running, sir.
Monsieur. Artillerie, au rapport. Garde révolutionnaire. Ordre de groupe. Monsieur. Ordre de groupe. Monsieur. Monsieur. Artillerie. État-major des généraux, à vos ordres. Lancez des ordres. Lancez des ordres. État-major des généraux, monsieur. Retirez-vous. Ordre de groupe. État-major des généraux, à vos ordres. Ordre de groupe. Le canon est prêt, monsieur. À vos ordres. Monsieur. Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe. Au rapport. Ordre de groupe. Au rapport. Ordre de groupe.
We have taken a building, sir.
État-major des généraux, monsieur. Infanterie batterie au rapport. Infanterie d'élite. Ordre de groupe. Immédiatement. Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe. Lancez des ordres.
La milice attend les ordres, monsieur.
Oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur. Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe. Lancez des ordres. Monsieur, tout de suite. État-major des généraux.
Maintenez vos positions.
Oui, monsieur.
Milice prête à se battre.
Garde révolutionnaire. À vos ordres. Oui, monsieur. État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
Enemy cavalry are charging towards your flank. Turn quickly to meet them.
Dragons prêts à se battre, monsieur. Milice en approche, monsieur.
Lancez des ordres.
Clicking on the melee button on the left of the battle control panel will lock the selected melee-capable units into melee mode. All attack orders will result in a hand-to-hand attack until you click on the melee button again.
État-major des généraux, monsieur! Infanterie! Ordre de groupe! Monsieur! Monsieur! État-major des généraux, monsieur! Bien reçu!
Maintenez vos positions. Vite, approchez-vous. La cavalerie attend les armes. Monsieur.
Ordre de groupe!
Oui, monsieur.
Ordre de groupe!
La ligne attend les ordres, monsieur.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres! Ordre bien reçu!
Killing their general will deliver a heavy blow to the enemy army's morale. If your line is wavering, use your general's units with white banners are routing. There is often an advantage in ordering. It is important to preserve the devastating impact a cavalry unit can have. When going into combat with cavalry, always charge the last few yards by double right-clicking on the target. Beware of charging across too great a distance, though. It's a tiring business.
État-major des généraux! Monsieur!
Milice prête à se battre.
Selon de civil, pareil!
Compagnie en ligne. Préparez-vous.
Our men are running for
État-major
it.
des généraux, monsieur!
La cavalerie attend les ordres. Infanterie, au rapport. Retirez-vous.
Artillerie, au rapport!
Our men are running for it.
État-major des généraux!
Infanterie de ligne. Milice prête à se battre. Les fils de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres! État-major des généraux! Lancez
Infanterie légère à vos ordres. Tenez-vous prêts.
Marchez! Ordre de groupe! État-major des généraux, monsieur!
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
État-major des généraux! Marchez! Bien reçu! Ordre de groupe! Marchez! Ordre de groupe!
our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
La cavalerie attend les ordres.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Ordre de groupe.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Monsieur. La Légion Lombarde est prête, monsieur. Infanterie légère à vos ordres, monsieur. Infanterie, bravo.
Battle
Personne ne nous
statistics are
vaincra.
displayed here, along with a breakdown of the condition of each surviving unit in your army or navy. The button on the right. A trade post is
Monsieur!
the means by which nations
Monsieur!
within the European theatre trade with the rest of the world who do not appear in the game.
Monsieur. Oui.
It is possible to take a fort or city without risking a pitched battle.
Troupes pour la bataille.
A patient general can throttle the fight out of the defenders by laying siege for several turns. This is time-consuming, but eventually hung.
Ordre de groupe.
Damn this weather, sir. Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe. Marchez.
Artillerie, au rapport.
Monsieur. Milice. Garde révolutionnaire. Garde. Milice. Garde.
Ordre de groupe.
Les fils de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
Marchez.
À vos ordres.
État-major des généraux, monsieur.
Infanterie.
Immédiatement.
Au rapport. De suite. Dragon prêt à se battre, monsieur. La cavalerie attend les ordres, monsieur.
Ordre de groupe. Marchez.
Oui, monsieur. Milice. Chez infanterie d'élite.
Ordre de groupe.
Grenadiers.
Marchez. Ordre de groupe.
Tout de suite. Armes.
Ordre de groupe. Marchez.
Les fils de la
Ordre
Révolution
de
sont
groupe.
impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
Marchez.
Infanterie. Au rapport.
Lancez des ordres.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
Garde nationale à vos ordres,
de
monsieur.
groupe. Marchez. Retirez-vous. Marchez. Marchez.
Our general is under attack.
État-major des généraux, monsieur.
Père imbécile.
Ordre
Milice.
bien reçu.
Les fils de la Révolution
État-major
sont
des généraux,
impatients de
à
se
vos
couvrir
ordres.
de gloire. Infanterie légère à vos ordres, monsieur. Infanterie, au rapport. Infanterie d'élite. Garde révolutionnaire. Oui, monsieur. Garde. Compagnie en ligne, monsieur. Préparez-vous. Garde. Garde. Tout de suite.
Canon de 6 livres, paré à tirer. Retirez-vous.
Grenadier. Infanterie d'élite. Garde. Portée de tir. Lancez des ordres. Infanterie.
We have taken a building, sir.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
Infanterie d'élite. Quelques fusils, monsieur. Oui, monsieur.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
Les révolutions sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire. Infanterie. Oui, monsieur. Infanterie de ligne. Infanterie.
Monsieur.
Infanterie. Au rapport.
Marche rapide.
Lancez des ordres.
Oui, monsieur. Infanterie d'élite. Infanterie.
Tirez.
Infanterie. À portée de tir. Garde.
Our men are running, sir. Our men are running, sir.
Monsieur. Infanterie de ligne.
Oui?
Funds are deducted from your treasury at the beginning of each turn.
Armée! Halte! Tenez-vous prêts! En avant! Pour la couronne et le pays!
By choosing the right mix of units, some commanders are able to field highly mobile armies. Such forces can... When defending your territory, it's important to know how far enemy armies are able to move. Click on an enemy army to see its zone of movement. When an army is blocking your path, the terrain will be highlighted at the choke point. You must fight it to pass through, or find an alternative route. The building browser shows how successive buildings are linked. The shadowy areas at the edges of your territory. Do not concentrate the construction of military buildings within a single region. Spread out to ensure the availability of troops during an invasion. Your nation capital is the central hub of your empire. You can construct things here that are not available anywhere else in your empire, such as high-level government buildings. As a unit fights and survives battles, it gains experience points that improve its ability to deal with future combat situations. Experience increases morale, so an experienced unit is less likely to break and run from battle when under stress and fatigue. With the advent of colonial possessions on resource-laden faraway continents,
Tenez-vous prêts! En avant! Marchez!
use this panel to manually merge armies. Click on the unit or character you wish to move, then click on the central button to move it from one army to another. It's possible to select several units at a time.
Oui? Citoyens, marchez! En avant, marchez! Aux armes! En avant! Préparez-vous! Marchez!
Occupying a port with an army prevents the enemy from trading through it and producing new ships. Note that a port cannot be besieged. Simply right-click on the target port and your army will walk straight in. If an enemy army is garrisoned there, you'll have to fight them immediately.
The radar map now features battlefield.
Canon de 6 livres, paré à tirer. Artillerie!
Ordre de groupe! Milice! Ordre de groupe! État-major des généraux, monsieur!
Damn this weather, sir! Wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
Ordre de groupe.
Lancez des ordres.
Oui, monsieur.
Extremes of heat or cold will give a fatigue penalty to units not used to living and fighting in such conditions. Some units are naturally resistant to this penalty.
Oui, monsieur.
Ordre de groupe. Marchez. Ordre de groupe. Marchez. Ordre de groupe. Ordre de groupe.
Infanterie, milice. Au rapport.
Ordre de groupe. État-major des généraux, monsieur. Ordre de groupe. État-major des généraux, monsieur.
Infanterie, au rapport. Infanterie, au rapport. Ligne prête, monsieur.
Ordre de groupe.
Oui, monsieur. Pied léger, tout de suite. Grenadier.
Le canon est prêt.
Ordre de groupe.
Pied léger.
Ordre de groupe.
Batterie
Marchez.
au rapport.
Infanterie de ligne. Apportez le tir. Lancez des ordres.
Monsieur,
Infanterie de ligne. Milice prête à se battre, monsieur. À vos ordres.
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres.
retirez-vous.
Lancez des ordres. À vos ordres. Garde nationale à vos ordres, monsieur. Les fils de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
Ordre de groupe.
Infanterie, au rapport. Tout de suite. Infanterie de ligne.
Lancez des ordres.
Grenadier. Oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur. Tout de suite. Tout de suite. Infanterie. Ils sont maintenant à portée de fusil, monsieur.
Monsieur,
À vos ordres. Infanterie, au rapport. Infanterie, au rapport. Garde nationale à vos ordres, monsieur. Infanterie légère toute proche. Garde. Dragon, tenez ferme. Infanterie, au rapport. Retirez-vous. Milice, tenez bon du sang-froid. Garde nationale à vos ordres, monsieur. Infanterie.
État-major des généraux.
Les fils de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
Our men are running, sir.
Lower quality infantry make great
État-major des
targets.
généraux, monsieur! Immédiatement!
Lancez des ordres. Oui, monsieur. Lancez des ordres. Infanterie d'élite. Infanterie. Garde révolutionnaire.
Monsieur,
Infanterie. Au rapport.
canon de Syrie vous paraît attiré.
Infanterie.
Our men are running,
Rapport.
sir.
Oui, monsieur.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Garde.
La cavalerie attend les ordres, monsieur. La cavalerie attend les ordres, monsieur.
Infanterie d'élite.
À vos ordres!
Apportez le tir.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Infanterie d'élite.
Ça c'est en même! Nettoyez-moi ça!
Ligne d'infanterie! Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Nettoyez-moi ça!
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
personne ne nous vaincra! Préparez-vous! Marchez!
Artillerie!
Les fils
Artillerie!
de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
Le canon est prêt, monsieur.
Horde de groupe!
Milice!
Marchez! Horde de groupe! Marchez! État-major des généraux, monsieur! À vos
Grenadiers,
ordres!
tenez-vous prêts!
Horde de groupe! Marchez! État-major des généraux, à vos ordres!
Milice! Infanterie! Au rapport!
État-major des généraux,
Infanterie
monsieur!
d'élite!
Horde de groupe!
Milice prête à se battre.
Toutes les troupes sont prêtes, monsieur.
Retirez-vous! Oui, monsieur! Grenadiers! Lancez des ordres!
Horde de groupe!
monsieur.
Horde de groupe! Horde de groupe! Horde de groupe! État-major des généraux! Horde de groupe! Marchez! Horde de groupe! Marchez!
Retirez-vous! Là!
État-major des généraux, à vos ordres!
Oui, monsieur!
Horde de groupe! Marchez!
Ligne prête, monsieur! Oui, monsieur! Les fils de la Révolution sont impatients de se couvrir de gloire.
État-major des généraux!
Monsieur!
À vos ordres! Ordre bien reçu! Horde de groupe!
Monsieur! Infanterie! Infanterie! Infanterie!
Horde de groupe!
Lancez des ordres!
État-major des généraux! À vos ordres!
Garde nationale à vos ordres!
Horde de groupe!
Apportez de tir!
État-major des généraux, monsieur! État-major des généraux, à vos ordres! Retirez-vous!
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Prête à se battre, monsieur. La milice attend les ordres, monsieur. Tout de suite. À vos ordres. Oui, monsieur. Lancez les ordres. Milice. Prête, monsieur. Oui, monsieur. Tout de suite. Oui, monsieur. J'attends les ordres. Oui, monsieur. Infanterie, c'est les ordres. Compagnie en ligne. Préparez-vous. Prête.
La cavalerie attend les ordres, monsieur.
La Légion lombardée prête, monsieur.
État-major des généraux! Immédiatement!
Lancez des ordres. Retirez-vous.
Ordre de groupe!
Infanterie des rapports.
Ordre de groupe!
Milice prête à se battre.
Ordre de groupe! La victoire
As an
est à nous!
alternative to a straightforward occupation, upon capture of a settlement, there is also an option to loot it as well. Doing so will add a lump sum to your treasury, but there will be a greater public order.